What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are in the lab once again, Day 24/7 Studios 2024, first show of the year for S.E.Live 365 podcast mode. And, it's a doozy. It's going to be a doozy. We're talking Michigan dominating the championship game. That was huge. What they did, we'll talk about it. Was the right four teams in there, and what this means for the Michigan legacy. And we also have a former Michigan stud in the building. We got Mr. Michael Shaw in the building. What's up, boy?
How you doing, man? Hell to the Victors. Go blue.
Yeah, I know you are feeling a certain type of way today. As you guys got that chip last night, knocking off Washington. We'll be chopping it with you on that in a minute, but we're going to talk NFL playoffs as who's in, who's out, the future of the Bengals, Browns, more NBA talk. We're talking LeBron dunking at 39, and we're also talking John Morant injury, which really hurts them. Halliburton's out as well, so we'll get into that. Cat Williams, his talk for a quick second, and then we're going to talk about the new team, high school sports, and others. All right. We have special thanks to our new partners, Wealth Wave, ATF Construction, Dayton Tax Solutions, Mason's Handyman, and Cass. Dayton, we roll in 2024. Make sure you lock in with us, S.E.Live 365. Happy New Year's! Okay, what's up? Welcome back here. 2024 with my man Mike Shaw. What's up, Mr. Shaw? How we feeling, man?
How you doing, Mr. Cash? Good to hear from you. Good to talk to you.
Yeah, I know this was a day that, you either were going to want to talk or you were not going to want to talk. So, you guys are able to talk today, and you can talk 34-13 smackdown of Washington. The offense ran for over 300 yards, and the defense barely gave up 300 total to Michael Penix, and that really high-powered offense able to shut them down. Mr. Shaw, you are a former. Introduce yourself first of all. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man. Where you went to and all that stuff, man.
Michael Shaw, graduated class of 2008 from Charlotte Madison Rams High School. And I went on to play 4 years at the University of Michigan. Played running back number 20, following Mike Hart, who's now running back coach there. And I played running back from 2008 to 2011. My team was the last team to beat Ohio State, and pretty much the last team to have some real success, winning the 2012 or 2011 Sugar Bowl, finishing with 11-2 season. So seeing us back on top in this fashion consistently is something I'm extremely proud of, man. I'm happy to say that I'm a part of it.
Yeah, man, that's incredible. Like you said, y'all on a 3-game winning streak against O State, but it had been that long since y'all had tapped Ohio State, bro. So these last 3 years has been amazing for y'all. And to cap it off here, a dominant performance. Blake Corum with the MVP. They just had no answer for the running game. They knew it was coming, and they still could not stop it. What did you see in that game, and especially in the first half?
One thing I saw was that we were extremely prepared, and we hunger heights on the run. And I went to the game 2 years ago. We actually played Washington 2 years ago. We played Washington 2 years ago, and we beat them 31-10, so kind of the same score. But even being in that game, I think people underestimate how big we are up front. And like Kurt Hershey was saying on the telecast that we actually have, we throughout history have had one of the best O lines throughout the country, and I think Coach Harbaugh actually brought that back, and that's been like a point of emphasis is to dominate in the trenches, both in the run game and on the defensive side of the ball, stopping the run. And I just thought that was going to be too much for Washington even coming into the game. They only had one running back that had over 1,000 yards, and then the next running back behind him had under 200 yards rushing. So that was all I needed to know that we were going to run the ball and win the game because there's no way that the team's going to come in and just beat us passing the ball. And even throughout history, there hasn't been any teams to win a championship, not that I can remember, dominating the passing game and running the ball very little. So I like our chances coming into the game.
Definitely was, Washington was overwhelmed in the first half. We just have to, I mean, they were just overwhelmed. They could do nothing with the running game at all. When in the game did you know it was a wrap?
I thought so after the second Edwards run, when Edwards went for 46. And I also saw a couple of flashes from Khalil Mullins. And obviously, Quorum's going to give us, I mean, if you ask me, and I'm pretty sure my big brother, his coach, Mike Harper, probably said the same thing. He's submitting himself as the greatest running back in Michigan football history, which is saying a lot. I mean, I think that, after seeing those two runs by Edwards, who actually had a quiet year, big runs by Mullins, and us just seemingly moving the ball pretty easily, I didn't think that Washington would have an answer. And then also, man, we beat Ohio State. We played Big Ten schedule where we had to beat Penn State, Ohio State, and then we beat Alabama. I don't think Washington was daunting enough to kind of stop the road that we were on after we played, and then obviously beat Alabama last week. I just felt like this was our year.
Yeah, it just played that way. It played out that way. There was a little bit of controversy early in the season, sign stealing. Now, let's talk about sign stealing real quick, okay? Look, if you play a sport, your goal is to find out what the other team is doing. So, however you find that out, it's part of strategy. Like, football is the only sport where you're like, hey, baseball, they do it too, I guess. It's like an unwritten rule, right? It's like an unwritten rule in baseball where you can't steal our signs. But, like, what do you mean? Like, we're trying to find out what you're doing. We're trying to get an advantage. Do you think that it's time to just let that whole situation go and kind of move forward? What do you think with that? And the whole sign stealing, I mean, how long has that been going on, man? I'm just talking about in sports, period.
But I mean, even as a former player and now as a coach,
Yeah.
we deal with it at the high school level where we have to either change up our signs or change up signal columns because of a team's ability to adjust to it and learn it. So I don't even know that it takes that much, as much as they were saying, where we were allocating actual guys on staff to different programs, different universities to go seal the signs ahead of time. I don't think it takes that much. But the interesting thing is Harbaugh said something before the game about the players getting paid. And I think it may have something to do more with that than actual stealing the signs, where they just don't like that he's the coach of the number one program, and now he's advocating for players getting a share of the revenue. I think that's something more to look at than the actual sign stealing. I think they're kind of after him, yes.
I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. Do you think that NCAA is still going to try to slap you guys on the wrist or what?
I hope not. You never know with the NCAA. I hope not because it was something for the players. Obviously, as a fan now and as an alumni, what I saw on TV, we're champions whether they give it to us or not. But man, these players earned it, and I just want them to put it to bed. The play on the field spoke for itself. Nobody the signs didn't make that much of a difference where they're dominating out. So come to a resolution. I hope they allow us to continue play football and meaningful football. And don't take away our opportunity to play in bowl games and playoffs going forward. Harbaugh served this punishment. He missed half the season. We still won. Just let it go.
Blake Corum, best running back ever. Even better than you, man.
Yeah, he's a GOAT, man, and the work he puts in. I watched him grow as a freshman from his freshman year. He wasn't as big as he is now to becoming a physical, all-around, complete running back. He's obviously one of the heartbeats of the team. Man, and he's a workhorse. I mean, his heart is insurmountable, and the way he runs the ball is what is ideal. I know that Mike Hart is giving him everything he had. My old running back coach is back there, Fred Jackson, as an offensive analyst, and I see him on the sideline, so I know he's getting the best you can ask for as far as learning the game of football at the running back position. But man, he carries the team on his back, and I can tell that the guys feed off of him. His running style, and he always ends up coming in clutch with the last touchdown and sealing the thing off with a bow. So that's up to him, and I'm proud to say that I was one of the guys that kind of, so to speak, paved the way for running backs and the legacy of running back in Michigan. And I'm just happy for him and success and for the program overall, man. This is an awesome feeling.
Yeah, it has to be a great feeling, you coming from there and having great success there, and to see you guys really, gather around. And obviously the word was bet. That was your theme going through. Just bet. If y'all don't want, y'all trying to hit us right here, bet. Y'all don't think we can win this game, bet. Y'all think that Washington, throw the ball and outscore us, bet. I mean, the one thing he did say that I thought was real dope, we came back last year because we wanted to finish the job. Well, the job is finished. You know what I mean? Okay, job executed, job done. Whatever he said, it was just a exclamation point on the season. And yeah, he definitely should be a first rounder, first or second rounder for sure. No question about that. Last question: will Harbaugh be back next year?
Man, I never know. And I wish he came, maybe 4 or 5 years sooner, so I could have had a chance to play for him. But man, he's a tremendous coach. I don't think there's a better guy for the position. He's the guy that Michigan needs, and I know we would hate to see him go, especially after winning that elusive outright national championship, because the 1997 was shared, so to speak. So, I hope he comes back and runs it back, because I think we have a dynasty. I think we're trending upwards, actually. And I know that JJ had come back. I think Edwards will probably come back.
McCarthy's going to come back, you think?
He'll be back from McCarthy. Huh?
You think McCarthy's coming back?
He said before the game he's coming back, win or lose. And,
wow.
I know that he has the highest draft rating, but I think he loves the game of college football. So I think he'll come back and surprise and try to come back for another one. And I think that'll be more of a legacy play than anything. If he comes back, he got a great chance.
Easy E, what do you think? Does he come back?
Nope, I don't think so.
Hey,
I wouldn't blame him if he did now.
He's taking a lot of heat. He's taking a lot of heat in the college game, and I think this was one of those, like, no matter what, you definitely cannot deny that Michigan was the best team this year, and I think he's okay either way. You know what I mean? There's no question about it. All right. If y'all come back, do y'all beat Ohio State? I mean, so if McCarthy comes back, y'all beat Ohio State for a 4th straight time, bro?
Man, I think so. I think they have unanswered questions right now. They're kind of in a transitional phase where Ryan Day is behind the team. They're probably going to have a new quarterback, which is never good going into that game. And man, we have a lot of momentum and a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. So I think they're losing a lot, and that doesn't spell for us success in the upcoming years. So I think it's our time. I mean, not the series. It's a game of runs. And I mean, before everybody talks about the 20 years, but nobody talks about the 20 years before that. Jim Harbaugh never lost to him. Tom Brady never lost to him. So I mean, we've had our chance. We've had our runs. Mm-hmm. We beat them for 15, 20 years straight. So I think we're on that kind of run right now.
Mr. Day, you're on that hot seat, boy. It's going to get serious up in Columbus now. Let's be real. When Michigan wins, the heat is felt in Columbus, no question. So, last but not least, shout out to Rod Moore, the Northmont graduate. He's a staple in the backfield and NFL bound. I'm just saying, the kid is a beast. Absolutely going to play at the next on Sundays. Congratulations to him. Have you talked to him? Yeah, he's from Dayton. So
I actually spoke to a few players. Ron Moore reached out to me, and I actually speak more so to the alumni. So I was in touch with Roy Roundtree. He's actually at the game. He was at the game, Coach Tree, and Brandon Moore, who also went to Michigan with me. We were in our group chat on our FaceTime calls, congratulating each other. But man, it's just a great feeling. I'm pretty sure we're gonna go to a parade. We got our alumni kickoff banquet early in February, kick off spring ball. So we'll probably have that a little bit later. Let the guys get some rest, but I always go to that as well. So man, I'm excited for already getting ready for 2024, and then I'm excited for this upcoming season for Springfield Wildcats because we got some business of our own to take care of.
No question, the Wildcat, you rolling, boy. You rolling all over the place, man. You rolling, man. Is there anything you like to say to your Michigan people before we take this break?
We got it. We earned it. We deserved it. Hail to the victors. Those who say we'll be champions. Both said it back in the 80s and in the 70s. And we finally got it. So now it's time to build on that legacy and bring our program back where it belongs. It's the most winningest program of college football history.
All right, there it is, man. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back. NFL playoffs, NBA, and more. Cat Williams and more. S.E.Live 365 podcast mode. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year's, guys. Thanks.
Yep.
All right, wait. Support a good cause. Go Cats. Okay. Support the cause or whatever I feel like in the moment. All right, tell me when. Hi guys, I'm Lily.
I'm Alexis.
Come out to O'Connor's Tuesday nights for Wildcat Way TV show. Grab a drink.
Get some dinner.
Support the cause. Go Cats! Oh. All right. I feel like that was pretty good.
All right, what's up? We're back in the lab here at S.E.Live 365 podcast mode. It's cold out. It's rainy out. We didn't get a lot of snow, Easy, for the holidays, man. We had one snow in the last 2 or 3 weeks. I'll take it. But it's vintage January here. Happy 2024. Once again, I want to give thanks to our partners. Special thanks to Wealth Wave, Carla Knox Gordon, Cinderella 360, Marvin Gordon, Dayton, Tax Solutions, Mary McDermott, ATF Constructions, Kevin Mason, Ronnie Tingle and Foz Tingle, Mason's Handyman, Kevin Mason, and Cass Dayton, Tara Twitty. All right, so special thanks to all our partners. We're going to have an epic sports season here as we enter the new year. And I got the one and only Michael Shaw, Michigan's own, in the building. How you feeling, Mr. Mike? We're going to call you Mr. Mike, man. Mr. Mike today. How you feeling, Mr. Mike? Money Mike on that Money Mike, man. Yeah, Cat Williams, man. Hey, way to represent. Go 30 million on them, by the way. Now, let's get to our hot topics, all right? You ready for those, Mike? NFL playoffs, bro. Bengals out. Who your 49ers fan? You guys are a number one seed. Dallas is the number 2 seed, and what do you think? You guys have a hold on them. Philly's struggling right now. Detroit's playing solid, but what's it gonna? I mean, what do you think it's gonna take for you guys to pull it out?
Man, if we can stay healthy, I know last year injuries kind of played, especially at the quarterback position. If we can stay healthy, I think we'll have a really good chance. Obviously, we need Purdy to stay healthy, but I think our key is McCaffrey, and Debo, and our defense, obviously. But yeah, if we can keep McCaffrey fresh throughout the game, throughout the playoffs, and we got a bye week the first week, so we can keep him healthy and then keep him involved in the game plan, especially early on in each game. I like our chances. Run the ball, stop the run. It's a formula that's worked since the beginning of football.
Yeah, it's going. NFC's interesting. Green Bay gets in without Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers upset. He's offending Jimmy Kimmel to the point where Kimmel's wanting to sue him. So he's, Aaron Rodgers in his feelings a little bit. You look at Tampa Bay with Baker Mayfield. He left Cleveland and still made it to the playoffs. Shout out to Baker Mayfield on doing that. You got to give him. He sure did. He did play good football. Jameis Winston decides to run for a touchdown, even though the coach says kneel it. Have you ever been in that position before? Where where the
I think the unreal rules are kind of silly because I think, it's even in basketball, like that last towards the last play of the game. And man, the other team you gotta get the stop. I mean, at that point, you're already getting blown out. Your team gave up on you. It's not up to the other team to stop playing. I get this whole sportsmanship thing, but at the same time, part of the game is, you guys have to play. And, James got the touchdown. There's incentives for those guys. Or cash payments. They got families. Man, if that touchdown guy, James, an extra $2 million, I'm not mad at him.
Crazy. And it was bonus weekend on that side. Now on the AFC, Bengals out, but that's the only division to have all four teams with the winning record. Who goes the farthest in that division? Because the Steelers got in despite looking ugly every other week. The Browns are playing top-notch ball with the OG, Joe Flacco. And obviously the Ravens are the number one seed, and looks like Lamar Jackson's going to be MVP. They have the bye. They're top seed. But when you look at the teams, you got Buffalo playing well. They've jumped up to the 2 seed. Miami took that loss. They're dropping. They're going to have to and then Kansas City, they're struggling a little bit, What do you see in that AFC? It's going to be tough. Houston, C.J. Stroud got in there. Yeah. Give me 2 teams you like.
Yeah, I think Kansas City is a sleeper, just because they've won it before, and they usually play their best football around this time of year, especially if they can get a game at Arrowhead. I think they do have that first game at Arrowhead. I will look out for them. As far as the North, Baltimore having that bye, and then having to go into Baltimore and play in front of that crowd, and then their defense is always scary. Obviously, Michigan Tide, so I'm gonna probably go with Baltimore. Maybe Baltimore over Kansas City for a rematch for the Baltimore San Francisco rematch from I think that was 10, 11 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Colin Kaepernick. And he ain't been back in the league since. No, he played about a year after that, but he's been chilling. Okay, so you got KC Ravens on one side, and you got San Fran on the other side. So we'll definitely check out for that. It's gonna be a good one, man. Playoffs is here. Easy E. Who's your squad again? Oh, you guys ruined the Jacksonville Jaguars, bro. Y'all took them out. Will Henry be back next year, Mike Shaw, or does he go somewhere else?
He's ring chasing. He's at the tail end of his career. He got loud tread on tires. He's out of there. He's trying to go to a contender, and I'm not mad at him.
Easy E, what do you think?
Yeah, I think he's right. I don't blame him.
He looked, and he was running like a menace in that last game, boy. He was running, but he class acting. We'll see what happens.
Speech to the fans.
You like the new quarterback?
Oh yeah.
So Levis is y'all guy.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, there it is. NFL playoff talk, right there. NBA mode. LeBron dunks on Paul George, bro, at 39. Is that how old LeBron is? How old is LeBron? 37 or 39?
39.
He's 39.
His wife close to 40, and he should be playing like that.
That's crazy. Paul George, he got set up. None of his team stopped, dude. He just ran straight all the way down and dunked. But are the Lakers in trouble? What do you think?
Man, you never know. It's before the All-Star break, and they always seem to squeeze into the playoffs, even if it's a bottom seed. I just think the West is per usual. They're stacked. There's a lot of young teams right now playing great ball. Like OKC looks amazing. I'm interested to see what happens with Memphis with Ja being out for the year. But I think they'll get in just off of sure strength that LeBron and AD are good enough to get them into the playoffs. I don't know what they'll do going forward. Obviously, Luka's having an MVP year, and then you got Jokic, so they'll get in at the bottom half. But I don't know what they'll do past that.
Yeah, Lakers they're 500 right now, so they're not they ain't they won that title and they got fat and happy real quick. And now they're trying to figure out all type of different solutions. But LeBron and AD have been balling. Question is, will they stay healthy for the rest of the year? And can some of those other dudes step up? Ja Morant, he was out for 30 games, whatever it was, 30 games. And then you play in 10 and now you're out for the year. Do you think that sitting out hurts players in the long run, like in the season? When you have it feels like it hurt him to sit out, physically. I think his body, broke down on him maybe, but.
That probably has something to do with his conditioning, injury prevention, getting out there and jumping right into high-level competition. It's always a strain on the body, but I don't know. He's a young guy, so maybe this is just his opportunity to have that comeback season next year where he goes from being a young guy to an established superstar vet. But I don't want to say and jinx it and say that it has something to do with him being in trouble and missing that first half of the season, but that it's always tough missing a training camp for an off season for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Halliburton gets hurt for Indiana. This guy's been phenomenal. How bad would that hurt them?
I think it hurts them a lot considering that he's their best player and he's their floor general. And probably one of the top young guards in the league. So I think it hurts Indiana, but they got a bright future if they can keep all those guys together, though, for sure.
Cat Williams went crazy on a lot of comedians, Cat Williams like, he left so many facts and so many interesting stories and so many, I would say, embellished stories. But nobody's really clap back at him. Is this the craziest interview you've ever seen?
It's up there. I think, hit dogs holler. So I think people kind of want to stay away from it, from getting them to prevent themselves from being attached to it or associated with it or giving it any legs.
He's Illuminati. Illuminati. Yeah, ain't nobody talking about that, bro.
I don't know about that stuff, but I do think that somebody needs to check on him. He's from Dayton too, so as Dayton boys, we sometimes can forget about a filter, so to speak. So I don't know some of that for him being from Dayton.
Cat was fed up. He had Sharp. Now, come on, Cat. Yeah, that's all you heard in the interview. Shout out to Shannon Sharp and Cat Williams. Cat Williams put everybody on notice, and ain't nobody came back with a real. Ludacris made a song, bruh. Ludacris made a song, and it wasn't even really a diss song, bro. Oh man. He made a diss song, wasn't even a diss song. Now, what's up next for you, man?
Next for me is getting these boys ready for 2024 football season. State runner-up, 3-time state runner-up, Springfield Wildcats. We're looking to get back to the state championship for a fourth time and actually win it. So we're in the front part of the season right now, which is the off season. Getting in there and getting these guys ready to be their best athletes they can get, and then hitting the recruiting trail and trying to get some guys some notoriety and get these kids in school. So I'm proud of the boys and proud of Michigan football. And now we get to relax and enjoy some basketball while also seeing what we got coming back. So
all right, well, shout out to the Springfield Wildcats. We covered them for sure. It's Coach Doug. I know he's probably feeling a little bit happy. He's a meat roll with Michigan a little bit because Harbaugh came and did a satellite camp down in Springfield years ago, and then it was shut down because NCAA didn't like it. So, like, this is a long trending story, and I think, to reach the top of the mountain, and Harbaugh's like, well, I can do whatever I want to do. But real quickly, I want to shout out a couple of new members on our team. We added Dania Benton, Miss Shondell. We also added Micah Graham. We also added Ivan Johnson to go with our esteemed group. Shout out to all those new personalities. They'll be covering sports in the Dayton, Cincinnati, Columbus area. Also added Dante Murphy up in Columbus. Shout out to him. High school recap real quick. Top teams in each conference. All right. In DPS, Meadowdale took a loss to Thurgood at home. The freshman Barry with a game-winning shot. Michaela Williams, 1,000-point score. Meadowdale, Thurgood women are tied for the city. On the boys' side, the Belmont Bison right now atop the City League. Congratulations to Art Winston and their squad. In Miami Valley League, right now, Stebbins Indians at the top of the list. They're taking on West Carolina this week. And also watch out for the Sydney Yellow Jackets as well, one of the top teams. On the girls' side, the Sydney Lady Yellow Jackets they're running the Miami Valley League, but watch out for West Carrollton as well. In the GWAC, right now, Centerville has bounced back after a loss. They knocked off Moeller. They've knocked off a few different teams. They're still sitting at the top of the GWAC on the boys' side. On the girls' side, looks like the Fairmont Firebirds, lady, are going crazy this year. They're going to be a team you're going to have to stop. I don't know if you can. And then watch out for the Springfield Lady Wildcats. They're really making some noise. Had a big win over Centerville, and then they just smacked Fairborn around. With that being said, and then also watch out for the Trotwood boys. They are a top team in the state, no question about it. They are looking pretty good. The girls, they have some young talent, and we'll see what they can do on that side. But just want to get in GCL, last but not least, GCL. Right now, it's the Alter Night Show as they lead both the girls and the boys doing their thing. Alter boys ranked in the state, and the girls are too. So that's going to wrap up our high school recap. We'll be giving you guys our athletes and players of the week as well. Special thanks to our partners and sponsors. Mr. Mike, man. Money Mike. We are glad to have you in the building, man. We appreciate it, my boy. And any last things you want to say?
Go blue, man. Go blue. And to all the kids that are finishing up their basketball seasons, best of luck to everybody in there.
All right, there it is.
Putting on for the 937-513 area. And thanks for having me, man. I appreciate you reaching out.
You already know, my dog. Appreciate you being on. Special thanks to Easy E, Dayton 24/7, all our partners and everybody in the building. With that being said, our first episode of 2024, we wrapping it up. We catch you on the next one, all right? Go blue, man. Go Michigan. Congratulations to the Michigan Wolverines, bro.
Did you know individuals with diabetes should see a podiatrist every year? Contact Richmond Foot and Ankle Clinic today to schedule your next appointment.
Diabetes Dayton is dedicated to the support of individuals living with diabetes. Services include a free diabetic supply pantry, emergency insulin program, free education classes, and much more. If you are living with diabetes or pre-diabetic, contact us today to see which services you qualify for. Until there's a cure, we help you live.
And they are just cannot put the ball in the basket. Behind the back, he puts it up. Oh! Oh!
Okay, then you guys do the 360.
Ready? I'm Nico Jones.
Lazarus Tolliver.
Andre Addison.
Madison Dennis. We're at MCD Media, and we're rocking with S.E.Live.
365. Yeah.
Please don't fuck up my vibe. I've been trying to grow. Lately I feel like they energy been wrong. Can't knock my hustle, no. My money first class, no. Can't fuck my vibe up.
I got a chip on my shoulder. My beginnings was intense. Who'd have thought I'd go legit? For sure. Yeah. We coming blacker than Black Panther 2. Nobody this thorough, that's the truth. Never go against the family, that's something you don't do. Don't get Eddie Kane trying to sing your way back in the group. Nah, stars in the ceiling, got sun in the building, rep that 718. It's hard to depart from that.